Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and I'm here to talk about Opendoor Technologies. Is this stock still a buy? Has it gone up too much? I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, opinions, look through the company's financials, and some narratives that people are forming about this stock. So if you guys do enjoy this video, be sure to smash that like button. It helps me out a lot. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're coming out with daily new videos. Yeah, that's all I got. So let's get right into it. The stock we're looking at today, Opendoor Technologies, ticker symbol, open. Opendoor Technologies is a stock that has been on a surge recently, to say the least. Just even, today after hours, they named a new CEO. If you guys haven't heard about it before, you might have today after hours because it's literally up 40% after hours in the past month. This one's up almost 300%, up almost over, it is up over 1,000% in the past 3 months. Year to date, up 400%. Past year, up 300%. Past 5 years, down 31%, and all-time down 23%. So that changes the narrative when you scope out a little bit. So Opendoor Technologies engages in the operation of buying, selling, and trading of residential properties online. The company was founded by blah, 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 blah. Opendoor Technologies is a company that is losing money. They have a negative price to earnings ratio. They're a meme stock. I could take two stances on this. I think that there's two ways you can invest in this company if you truly do believe in the product, which is this. This is their site. This is Opendoor Technologies. This is their site. This is what they do. It's, kind of similar, not exactly to Zillow, I'd say, but it's very easy to sell your house on here. They make it very simple. Make the easy move, get a cash offer, and explore the ways we can help you sell your home. So people will list their homes on here, and it's kind of like eBay, to be honest, for homes. Over 2 million and counting. Every 60 seconds, a homeowner requests an offer from Opendoor. So their site is very good. It's very nice UI on this site. I really do like the site. I think that it's a good idea, a good company. But are the financials, looking right? When we look at the earnings, this company is negative in their earnings. They're expecting to have negative $0.07 per share. This company is losing money. It's hard for me to invest in a company that's losing money actively unless they are, they just have the next best idea. And I really believe in what they're doing with their company. So let's take a look at this. This is something that I always like to look at. It is Seeking Alpha, a great site. Not sponsored by them, but I would like to be. I am neutral on Opendoor Technologies. This is a very, prominent member on Seeking Alpha, so I thought this would be a great article to read. I'm neutral on Opendoor Technologies after missing the momentum wave this summer. To be clear, I don't see any asymmetric upside for either a long or short-term position. Fundamental perspective, very unfavorable. I agree right there too. And the 30-year mortgage rate was sitting at 6% in early September. Only at 1.9%. Catalyst to exit. So I think the main thing that we need to take away from those bullet points, I mean, we can look at this a little bit deeper, but this company is losing money. They're a meme stock. If you do want to invest in this company for the momentum on the, the short term of this trade, I see the vision. The fact that a company can swing 40% from naming a new CEO is kind of insane. Not a lot of companies can do that. So the fact that it has that much, short buying or shorting pressure, people are shorting the stock that heavily that there are, a short squeeze is happening. You're seeing it right now. The fact that that's even a thing is very impressive. I think that that's something you don't get a lot of. Let's look right here on Yahoo Finance. I wanted to check their financials a little bit more in depth, show you guys what they've been doing in the long term here. We see their operating income is going up, which is good to see. Their gross profit is declining. Not good to see. Their cost of revenue has been all over the place. So this is a company that doesn't really have it figured out. They're still in the earlier stages of the company. We go to the all-time right here. We see that they did only become public in 2020 and they were founded in 2013. So if you did want to invest in this in a long-term sense, I'd say that doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't do that. This isn't financial advice, but I am here to tell you that it is tempting to buy the company and it is, a good play, I think, on the short term if you do want to play the momentum, because you can get a quick 5 or 10% maybe tomorrow right when it opens. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's going to crash too. I have no idea. But just in my opinion, I think you can play the momentum if you get in and get out at the right time. But I also think this is a safe one to stay on the sidelines for. If you're not in already, then you might be chasing it. We see that also what they talk about the downsides, there's a high chance of seeing at least one rate cut, which would very much help, this company right here. Like how I talk about a lot, this stock called O. This is one of the biggest REITs. It's Realty Income. This is a real estate stock that has been, beaten down, and they haven't benefited from the rate hikes. They're down 4% in the past 5 years. And this is a great company. It's a great company with great financials. They pay almost a 6% dividend, and they're down in the past 5 years, just because of the high rates. It's, hard to get these rates for, home loans and things like of that sense. So that's why the housing market's down. That's why Opendoor Technologies is having a hard time. But if you were investing in Opendoor Technologies long term, this probably is a cheap price to get into it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think this is the play long term. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope they prove me wrong. But that's how I'm feeling about this company. And I mean, this, article just goes to show more and more. Look at the homes purchased. Look at this graph. We go from about 15,000 up here all the way to about recent years 1,700. So obviously that's not in the thousands, that's in the millions, but still, I mean, it's just homes are very much declining, the purchase of homes. So if you guys agree with this, I think you'd agree that Opendoor Technologies is probably a little bit overvalued right now. It's a lot of short interest, people closing shorts because they thought this company was going to go out of business. You look at the financials right here, the revenue is just declining. I mean, it's all over the place too. At 8 million, now is at 16 million almost. And then you go to 6 million, 5 million, and it seems to just be going down. So investing in a company for a reason of just, hope is not really my investing strategy. If that's your investing strategy, I hope it works out for you, but I don't think it will. And this video wasn't to, bash anyone invested in Opendoor Technologies. Props to you if you got into this company. It's a very smart move, and I really do wish you the best. I think the company still has upside just because of the short squeeze that can happen. But I do think that if you are out on the sidelines right now, maybe play the momentum. But besides that, I wouldn't even touch this company. Just from a fundamental standpoint, I'm not even forming an opinion here. The stock is losing money. I don't want to invest in a company that, their fundamentals are getting worse. They're losing more and more money. But there is the chance for the short squeeze. So if you do want to play that, be open to that. So that's all I have for today's video, guys. This is a quick one. I just wanted to tell you guys how I felt about this stock. There was a lot of momentum going on in the stock market. This was one of the top risers of the day when they announced after hours that they were going to have a new CEO. So I did want to cover it because this stock's been on a tear, to say the least. If the stock goes up over 1,000% all time, that's a great company. If it goes up over 1,000% in 3 months, I think this is probably one of the only stocks in the entirety of the stock market that's done that in the past 3 months. So it might be the only one, honestly. I'm not too sure, but I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, that's all I have for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash that like button. It helps me out a lot. Also subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. We just hit 500 subscribers, on the way to 600. Thank you guys for watching. Daily uploads. Catch you in the next one. Peace.